Good morning, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I've just pulled up, left the house about 2 minutes ago. As you can see, today I'm on my own. But we're still going to have a cracking day. It's Peterborough United versus Queen's Park Rangers in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Welcome to the Awayday Diaries. Right, so it is now about 11:15. We're on the A14 at Rothwell. I say we, it's only me on my own today. A14 at Rothwell. It's been a long old journey, long old trek, but the sun is shining at least. It's a crisp morning. We travelled west to east. We had a lot of motorway driving today. So we've gone on the M4, we've gone on the M50, we've gone on the M5, the M42, the M6. As I say, now we're about 45 minutes away from Peterborough. Looking forward to the game, two championship clubs. It should be a good game. There should really be one winner if you look at the league table, with QPR being at the top, pushing for promotion to the Premier. Peterborough fighting for survival in the championship. But I just have a sneaky feeling Peterborough might do it today. It's a team that's going to be up for it. It's the team that's going to play their strong team and not rest players. It's going to the team that takes it seriously today. I think will get the victory. So I'm not going to stay out for too long. It's pretty chilly here, even though it's sunny. But yeah, so it should be at Peterborough in 45 minutes. We've got some good facts about QPR coming up. A couple of facts I didn't know about QPR coming up soon as well. So stay tuned, and we'll see you shortly.
Hi everybody, bet you didn't expect to see my ugly mug in this episode of Awayday Diaries, but here I am. As you know, I'm not with Jonny, I'm not with Dad at London Road today for Peterborough versus Queen's Park Rangers. I've been there a few times, and to be honest, when they got drawn at home again, I thought, you know, it would be my third trip there. Both with Cardiff, one loss and one infamous 4-4 draw. We were up at 4-0 half time, and he nearly lost it in the end actually. So yeah, not a great ground for me memory wise, and like I said, I've been there twice before. So yeah, I'm not at London Road today. It's no secret, I mean, you know, it's in the video title. I've gone up to Liverpool. Now look, I'm sure you won't mind, but being a Cardiff City fan, you know, to see your club play at a stadium like Anfield, you know, I can't pass that opportunity up. You know, I've never been to Anfield, so it's a great tick to have. It's a wonderful stadium, and like I said, to be able to go there with Cardiff, it's just, I can't pass it up. So I'm here in Liverpool. I've parked about 25 minutes away from the ground. I put my sat-nav on and parked up because I anticipated a lot of people to be here. So yeah, I'm really excited. Like I said, sad not to be with Jonny at Peterborough, but you know, he's there. You know he's there. So he's gonna talk you through what's happening in this video. Yeah, super excited. It's about 11:10. So the Cardiff team is out. At first, I wasn't, from a Cardiff City fan point of view, I wasn't impressed at first, to be honest. It looks as though we've put out not even our second string, you know, third string side even. You know, we're on TV. We don't want to be embarrassed really against a very good Liverpool side. I don't have to tell you, you know, they've won the Champions League very recently, they won the Premier League very recently, FIFA Club World Cup, something like that, whatever it's called. They're a very good side, and I thought that the team that we've put out, we could very easily get smacked here. But after looking at it, it's probably the right call from the manager, to be honest. We've got a few injuries, we've got a few players that are cup tied, and in 3 days' time we're actually playing Peterborough, funnily enough, at home. And you know, whether we like it or not, we're in a relegation battle here. So yeah, I'd much prefer a fully fit team for Wednesday. So yeah, looking at the team again, there's a few first team debuts, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Oliver Denham, who we signed for our under-23 squad in the summer, he starts, which is brilliant, as does Eli King, who I don't know too much about, but again, a first involvement with him for the first team. We've got Mark Harris up front. He's come through our youth setup. We've got Ruben Colwell on the bench, Isaac Davis on the bench, Joel Bagan starts for us as well. So look, this team, they wouldn't have been picked at random. You know, they would have deserved to be there. So yeah, look, I'm looking forward to the day. Are we going to win? Probably not, but let's just enjoy the day. Let's enjoy the stadium. You know, and let's just have a good time. It took me 4 and a bit hours to get up here, so I'm going to try and find a pub. There's a few on the road coming up here. So yeah, let's get going. If you come back to me again, brilliant. If you don't, then I'm sure you'll see a bit of the action through the game. But we'll see you in a bit.
So you've just arrived in a car park. It's now about 11:45, so we're just going to walk us to the ground now. Okay, so I've arrived, I'm here. Yeah, it's still sunny, so it's still bitterly cold though. Met a few guys that we met in the previous round as well, so it's been a nice welcome here at London Road. I'm still going to go with my prediction that I think it's going to be a Peterborough victory today, but it all depends, as I say, on who is serious about the game today. I know a few of the people I've spoken to said it's going to be a really difficult one, but at the very least, let's hope not for extra time, because I'd like to get home to Cardiff as soon as I can. But we'll see how things go today. Journey was good, journey was fine, straight through. But listen, let's talk about the game today then. As we say, QPR near the top, pushing for promotion. Bit of a background on Queen's Park Rangers. Again, another club formed as part of a merger. So QPR was formed of a merger between St Jude's and Christchurch Rangers. Now that was 1882, roughly those two clubs were around, and Queen's Park Rangers were formed as a merger of those two in 1886. They were formed, called Queen's Park Rangers because most of the players were for the Queen's Park area of London. Now they entered the Southern League in 1899, and they entered the Football League in 1920. Now they're called the Super Hoops, or the Hoops for obvious reasons. Their kit, the famous blue and white hoops. However, as a background, they've not always worn hoops, they've not always worn blue. So originally when they were formed, they were sky blue and navy, halves. They then went to green and white hoops. So for a long time they wore green and white hoops, before changing to the famous blue and white hoops that they wear now. Now they did have a period, I believe, in the 50s where they wore white shirts, but they're always famous. Now I don't know, please QPR fans tell me this, if it was QPR or Reading who had the hoops first. Now I can't rightly find that out. In my opinion, from what I can see, I think it was QPR, but please do tell me. Now a couple of facts about Queen's Park Rangers. They played in the first ever charity shield. Now they lost that unfortunately 4-0 after replay to Manchester United, but the first ever charity shield, Queen's Park Rangers played in that. Also, Another record was the fact that they have, whilst they play at Loftus Road now, or the Kai and Prince Stadium, a record that Queen's Park Rangers have is that they've played at 20 different venues since they've been formed. Now, they've been at Loftus Road since around about 1917. They have moved twice during that period from 1917 to current. They played the White City Stadium to try and attract more crowds, but they've had 20 different grounds, which is a record. Okay, now in 2019, of course, the club gifted the naming rights of Loftus Road to the Kai and Prince Foundation, which was a charity set up by the father of Kai and Prince, a former Queen's Park Rangers youth player, of course, who was murdered back in 2006. So great gesture by the club, and it's now called the Kai and Prince Stadium. The capacity is 18,500 at Loftus Road. When it was all standing, the capacity was, or the record attendance when it was all standing was 35,000, but the capacity now is around about 18,500. Now, you've had some great players, Queen's Park Rangers, in the past. When I was growing up in the mid-70s, early 80s, you had Stan Bowles, you had Rodney Marsh, you had Jerry Francis, you had Phil Parks, Dave Thomas, Don Givens, plenty of great players that just tripped off the tongue in the past. And more recently, you've had Les Ferdinand, you've had Clive Allen, and even more recently Adel Tarabt. Some great players have played for the club. And of course Ray Wilkins as well, the late great Ray Wilkins. Now, Ray Wilkins played for Queen's Park Rangers up until 2 weeks before his 40th birthday. Now, as I say, he also managed the club, Ray Wilkins. The club has had some very famous managers in the past. Dave Sexton has managed the club. Terry Venables, Harry Redknapp has managed the club as well. And currently the manager is now Mark Warburton. Now, Mark Warburton has been at the club for 3 years, doing a great job. They're at the top of the league at the moment, so I can't see him leaving anytime soon. And 3 or 4 years as manager of the club these days is excellent. So he's currently at the club managing Queen's Park Rangers' progress up the leagues. Now, in terms of cup pedigree, Rangers were the FA Cup losers in 1982, so they lost the cup final in 1982, got to the final. They have won the League Cup in 1967. So they have won cups, they have got to finals of cups, they have of course been in the Premier League many times for many years. Currently in the Championship, there's 7 years in the Championship now. This is their 7th season in the Championship, hoping to make it up to the Premiership this year. So that's just a little bit of background on Queen's Park Rangers. We're hoping for a good game today, so let's see what we come out with.
So the boss going 1-0 up at half time. Make sure you're back here in 15 minutes for the start of the second half, so we all get behind the Bosch. For our half-time challenges, can the following people make themselves known to the steward? Can Carl Dolby and Trevor Stookie make themselves known, please? And in the way end for QPR, Chris and Harrison Dunn. And then Jake Forrest.
Anfield exercise. This is a safety exercise to ensure.
Okay, so it's half time. It's Peterborough 1, QPR 0. Right, first things first, I missed the goal. Okay, so apologies for that. It's probably one of only 2 chances Peterborough had in this first half. Ball was played down the left-hand side, some tricky play, pulled the ball back across, shot from the edge of the area, going past David Marshall to make it 1-0. QPR have had most of the play. They've had some great chances. QPR, in fairness, a lot of set pieces, which they should have really taken 1 or 2 of those. But in saying that, Peterborough had another chance to make it 2 later on, but not a huge amount of chances. But Peterborough, I think, will be really pleased to go in at 1-up. QPR disappointed they're not at least level, and at least not on the score sheet. So I think there'll be more goals in this. So we'll have to wait and see. But half time, it's 1-0, and everything's still to play for. Right, the game's finished. It finished 2-0 to Peterborough. Not what was expected before the game, but I did predict a Peterborough win. Better second half. Peterborough had a bit more shape. There's no doubt in QPR have got quality. They showed the quality in the second half, but I think the desire wasn't there. I think they just thought that they needed to turn up to win, but Peterborough gave it their all. They defended well. They got the goals. And in the end, once the second goal went in, it really was all over. So they showed the desire for it, and they got the tie in the next round. The second goal, a long ball through. Jones as a striker, he got the goal. He bustled his way into the area, hit it across David Marshall. Lovely finish, in fairness. But yeah, 2-0, it was absolutely all over. In the end, Peterborough deserve it, I've got to say. They really do deserve that victory. So good luck to QPR on their promotion hopes this year, but good luck to Peterborough as you go into the next round of the Cup. And going home, okay, hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you again soon.
Alright, so the game's over. I just got back in the car. I'm freezing. 3-1, the end result. And honestly, I think we played really, really well. The boys, they did us proud. You know, Liverpool put out a really strong squad, which proves that they gave us a little bit of respect, which is great to see. And yeah, we did well. We got a goal as well. I mentioned before the game how I was a little bit concerned about the youngsters playing, or the team selection put out, but honestly, you know, you couldn't tell at all that they hadn't had a lot of experience, or you know, whether they had played with the team a lot or not. It was a really enjoyable day. Did we deserve to lose? Well, who knows? I mean, 0-0 half-time. There was 2 really good incidences for us to get. Well, one in the first half, penalty decision. If you saw the highlights, I think it was a penalty all day long, but they didn't even go to VAR for that. I think Liverpool got away with that one. Second half, their keeper made a challenge for the ball. He raked his studs down Mark Harris's leg, but VAR deemed it acceptable. But look, we played well. Like I said, Ruben Colwill got the goal. Fantastic for him. He's one of our own. And shout out to Jay Semenyo, who came on 93rd minute, but he made his debut for us. So yeah, good on the lad. I've really enjoyed my day, honestly. Anfield, the stadium was amazing. Fans were a little quiet. I say a little quiet, they were very quiet. They sung there, "You'll Never Walk Alone," but we didn't hear them at all through the game. But, you know, we were welcomed, and like I said, we weren't embarrassed. That's the main thing. That's why it didn't want to happen on TV. So, yeah, brilliant. So happy for the lads right now. But on to Peterborough. Now on Wednesday for Cardiff. FA Cup-wise, we're back at Peterborough again. There versus Man City. That's going to be very exciting. Hopefully I can get to that. I believe it's midweek. Yeah. But look, I'm gonna head off. Brilliant day all around. Really excited, really happy that I've managed to take off Anfield. Really excited, like I said, for the boys. Yeah, it wasn't our day, but you know, we gave as good as we got. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you again for Peterborough versus Man City. What'll that be now? That'll be the 5th round of the FA Cup. Wow, can you believe that? We started at Shepton Mallet in the extra preliminary, and now we're going to be in the 5th round, so there's only a few games left after that. So yeah, we'll see you then.
All up there, is that? Did we like that?